Hello and welcome to Bethel Woods in about 3 minutes. It is a game for 1 to 4 players. There is no official solo mode, but it can be played solo. Playing time is between 30 and 60 minutes. It is a reasonably simple game. Set in the world of Jessy Ribordy's The Hours, Bethel Woods is a remote orphanage for gifted and unusual youngsters. Long ago, a former ward of the orphanage named Shem constructed powerful and unusual machines to keep Bethel Woods safe from sinister outside interference. Now, years later, the machines are beginning to malfunction and the sinister forces begin to encroach on Bethel Woods. In this game, you play one of the young residents of Bethel Woods trying to fix the machines and rebuilding the Dreamweaver device. The game is also a race against time, as you lose if 4 of the machines are malfunctioning at the same time. Cooperative. Each player is a different resident of Bethel Woods working together to repair the Dreamweaver. Set collection. Repairing machines gives you knowledge, which is the currency in this game. Player turn. There are 6 machines on the board in 6 different regions. Each machine is numbered from 1 to 6, and when a malfunction token is drawn, it is assigned to the appropriate machine. If a machine ever has 4 malfunctions on it, flip its assigned damage marker and resolve its effects. Then draw a spy from the spy pile and place them on the appropriately numbered area. Spies count as a malfunction token when determining if a machine is damaged or not. On your turn, you will select one region and take all the workers from it. You can then move clockwise or counterclockwise, leaving 1 worker in each area as you move. Repeat this process until you're out of workers to place. Each placed worker can fix 1 malfunction, but it must be the same color as them. The final worker can, if they match one of the colors shown on the orphanage, move to the orphanage and pay a number of knowledge shown on the face-down Dreamweaver card to flip it over. The knowledge must be the same type as the worker used. Also, if your final move is in the same region as a spy, you can spend the knowledge shown on the spy to remove them. Once you have finished moving and repairing, if the Dreamweaver is built, you win the game. Otherwise, draw 3 new malfunctions and play passes to the next player. Why would you like this game? While it is solid as a co-op game, this game really shines as a solo puzzle game where you play 2 characters by yourself. And what a wonderfully elegant puzzle it is. The radial movement system is great and leaves you thinking multiple turns ahead as you try to maneuver your workers into the most efficient places. If you want a 30-minute solo game that challenges your brain and has high replayability due to the variables in the game, Bethel Woods could be for you. It also has its own soundtrack, and not many board games can boast that. The single best thing about the game is its fascinating rising tension. As the cost to build each part of the Dreamweaver increases, your total workforce also decreases, as workers are locked in place in the orphanage. This makes those final few turns really quite tricky to manage. However, as a co-op game, it is prone to alpha gaming. The strengths of chaining moves that you can do in solo are much harder to coordinate multiplayer without alpha gaming happening. With some groups, this could be problematic, but at a comparable level to Pandemic. And while the setting is interesting, I'd never heard of the IP before picking up the game. For another co-op game that can be played solo, with a comparable complexity and replayability, I recommend Pandemic. And for very different games from the same designer, I recommend checking out Raiders of the North Sea or Architects of the Western Kingdom.